So as you can see from the title, I was a little lucky and was able to grab my Galaxy Watch 4 Classic a few days before release date. So today I want to go ahead, unbox it, and just go through the first impressions and setup of the watch. I'm even going to bring in my Active 2 and my Apple Watch Series 5 just for some size comparisons so that way you can get an idea of how big or small this watch actually is. But before we get into the video, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, this is Ike's Tech Talk, where we cover the latest in tech news, reviews, and discussion. If that's something that you're interested in, do yourself a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And with that being said, let's get into the unboxing. Alright guys, so we went ahead and got the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic all ready to go and unboxed. As you can see, didn't come with a whole lot, pretty much just the watch itself and a cable. Right off the bat, I can already say I absolutely love the way this rotating bezel feels. I've never used a rotating bezel on a Samsung smartwatch, so it feels really dope. I thought it was gonna feel kind of loose and cheap, but no, like this feels really on point and stable, man. So I'm just gonna give this a few seconds here to go ahead and boot up. You got your welcome screen there. All right, and it's already saying I need to go ahead and get everything paired with the smartphone. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my S21 Ultra. Be back in just a moment here. So now we got this booted up. I'm gonna add a new device. And you can already see that third one down from the bottom, Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Let's go ahead and hit that. And it's saying check the number on your watch, make sure everything pairs. Both of those numbers are correct. We're gonna go ahead and hit confirm. And I actually get like this haptic pulse on my watch too, which is pretty cool. All right, and you can already see it's downloading the software and pairing, so just go ahead and sit that down. Now, while we're waiting for this to fully pair, I did go ahead and grab some of my other smartwatches. So this is the Galaxy Watch Active 2. We'll go ahead and compare it pretty much just for size. I'll hit agree to that, hit okay. Hit continue. I also have my, shout out to T for this band too. And I also learned something pretty dope about this band too. I'll go over here in a second, but it's the Apple Watch Series 5. That's the band I was talking about. The thing is absolutely gorgeous, man. And the dope thing is it has the quick release. Let me see if I can get that for you guys, but it's the quick release band. So I should theoretically be able to attach this band to my Watch 4. So we'll see how that looks. I'm not sure how that's gonna really look, but we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to bring in some other watches. That way you guys can kind of get a comparison size-wise. So, and these are the biggest sizes that these watches offer. So I think for the Apple Watch it's 44 millimeters. The Active 2, it's 44 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So these are gonna be the biggest sizes, and this is the 46 millimeter. And like I said, as you can see, definitely not too much bigger than what I'm used to with that Active 2. And then the Apple Watch is always a little weird because of the fact that it's a square rather than a circle. So my opinion, man, in terms of size, pretty much the same size. Like, it honestly doesn't seem all that much bigger or anything like that. Where you're really gonna notice it is that side profile. If you can see that there, that side profile, the Watch 4 is definitely a bit thicker than the Apple Watch Series 5, which it is what it is. In my opinion, I don't really notice the thickness of a watch while I'm wearing it, just like the actual size itself. and then that's the size compared to the Active 2, which I was kind of expecting that to kind of be a pretty substantial difference, since the Active is like usually the smaller lineup of the Galaxy watches. So kind of expected that, no big deal. But we'll go ahead and finish up here on the phone. Yes, I'm gonna continue as me. I'm gonna go ahead and copy. And even though you're setting it up on the wearable app, some of the prompts, like some of these prompts actually come from Wear OS. Like I actually remember them from Wear OS. So you can definitely see where Samsung is kind of blending Tizen and Wear OS together to kind of come up with their own thing. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, just so that way you guys aren't waiting for this to finish setting up or anything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward or pause the video here. I'll be right back once this is actually completed and we're good to go. So I'll be back in a flash, guys. And before we fast forward, I almost forgot. I totally still have the TicWatch Pro 3, so we'll go ahead and compare it. You can see these are a little bit closer. I still think the TicWatch Pro 3 looks a little bit thicker, in my opinion, looking at it here through the viewfinder. But yeah, the TicWatch Pro 3 is definitely a hefty boy. So dope, and no rotating bezel. Another feature I'm really excited about too that the Galaxy Watch 4 has that the TicWatch Pro 3 doesn't is wireless charging. I have so many wireless chargers around my house. Like I have the Trio Samsung charger and I have the Duo Samsung charger. Neither of those work with the TicWatch Pro 3, so kind of stinks, but just wanted to give you guys a little size comparison there. I should also be able to take these bands that I bought off of Amazon for the TicWatch Pro 3 and use those on the Galaxy Watch as well. So should be pretty dope, but as you can see, the little bit of difference there. TicWatch Pro 3 is definitely, in my opinion, a little bit thicker. But like I said, no big deal there. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward now for you guys. I will be back in just one moment. All right, guys, so we finally finished the setup process. So just running through the app really quickly. You can already see it's asking me to set up my mobile plan. I do have a mobile plan through my carrier. I'm not gonna set that up yet because the watch is gonna end up being paired to my Z Fold 3 when that arrives, hopefully tomorrow. So definitely make sure that you guys subscribe so that way you don't miss that. Shameless plug. But in terms of the application, you pretty much just see your current watch face, battery percentage, which watch it is, watch faces, apps, tiles, quick panel, watch settings, find my watch, tips, user manual, store. I'm not gonna dig too deep into these settings just because this is just an overview, quick impression, so that way you guys can see what's there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. We're gonna go ahead and head to the watch. Now, when you first set up the watch, it's gonna give you like a whole little tutorial spiel about how to go here, how to go there. If you've used Wear OS of the past, it's fairly, I'm gonna say it's like literally 90% the same. So go ahead and cut it on. So first thing you'll know is if you swipe down, you're gonna get your quick toggle. So quick toggles just like on normal Android. Then we'll go back home. If you swipe up, it's telling me that I can reorder them, obviously. But if you swipe up, you're gonna get all your applications, which I pray that they come up with some type of list view, because I'm just not a fan of just throwing everything on the screen and you have to search around for stuff. But we'll see what they do, kind of hoping that you don't have to leave it like that. But anyway, if you go to the right, you're gonna have what Google calls tiles. Now, the easiest way to think of tiles are gonna be widgets. So these are just glanceable information, just different things that you can add to just swipe over, get quick information, whether it's third-party apps, they'll be able to tap into this, or Samsung's first-party apps. So you got plenty of stuff there. If we go to the opposite direction, you'll see we have our notifications. So swipe over, you can clear all your notifications, and that's essentially how this whole watchOS 3 is going to navigate. Now, with the Watch 4 in particular, you actually have this rotating bezel, so you can actually just move the bezel so that way your finger isn't in the way when you're trying to go through these. And you can kind of tell right there too, just another point, how smooth this watch is. If you've used Tizen watches in the past, you know that the experience is nowhere near that smooth. So just the fact that it's that smooth is really dope. I'm really happy to see that. You can go home and then swipe over as your notifications. Pretty dope, man. Like I said, absolutely loving it thus far. Can't wait to really put this through its paces and give you guys everything from good, bad, ugly, whole 9 yards. So that's pretty much just what I want to do, just a first impressions, general overview. If there's anything that you guys want to see in regards to this watch in particular, definitely let me know. I already kind of have a comparison between the original version of watchOS here on the TicWatch Pro 3. So that's already in the works. But again, if there's anything that you guys want to see, definitely feel free to let me know. Got no problem with giving you guys any content that you want to see on the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. So that's the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. I can't wait to really put this watch through its paces and report back to you all with the good, the bad, and everything in between. So if you can't wait and you're excited, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. But as always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.